Bright Tuty. Every student matters.
Hi guys, welcome to the session. Today we are going to discuss about everything about silk. Okay, so let's just start with the topic. So guys, what is silk? Silk is a very strong and shiny fabric. Okay, it is very shiny and it has very smooth texture. You might have often seen silk fabrics or silk clothes, right? So silk is very strong, shiny, and it is quite expensive also, right? So let's just discuss everything about silk. So guys, whenever we are taking care of silkworms, for obtaining silk fiber is known as sericulture. Can you see this image? These are silkworms. They make silk, okay? And what do we mean by rearing? Rearing means taking care, okay? For example, as we did in wool, what we used to do? We used to take care of goats, etc. Goats, sheep, etc. for obtaining wool. That was known as rearing of goat or animals for obtaining wool. And now guys, when we are rearing these silkworms in order to obtain silk fiber, the process is known as sericulture. And guys, this is a very important question because it is usually asked in examination, that what is sericulture or what do we mean by rearing of silkworms. And rearing of silkworms is known as sericulture. I hope this must be clear. So let's just move ahead and study what is the life history of a silk moth. Because we know silk is obtained from silk moth, right? So let's just study the history of silk moth. So what happens is guys, first of all, an adult silk moth lays eggs. It lays eggs on mostly mulberry leaves, okay? Mulberry leaves. So guys, along with rearing of silkworms, we also have to plant mulberry trees. Why? Because these silk moths consume mulberry leaves, okay? So for the first step is laying eggs on mulberry leaves. Then the second process is converting from egg to the larva stage, and this larva is also known as caterpillar. And what does this caterpillar do? Caterpillar has only one work. It keeps on eating. It keeps on eating mulberry leaves, so many mulberry leaves. So the person who is taking care of these silk moths, what he has to do? He has to take care of mulberry plantation as well, okay? Then the third step is conversion of this caterpillar into the pupa stage. So what happens during the pupa stage? It develops a coating around itself. It moves in egg-like structure. It moves like this, as you can see in this image. You can see these are the caterpillars. These are the silk moths. So guys, these caterpillar keeps on making egg-like movement and it keeps on building a shell around itself. And this shell is made up of a protein. Okay guys? And once its development is complete, it develops into an adult moth and it leaves this pupa. This pupa is known as cocoon of the silkworm. What do we call this as? We call this as cocoon of the silkworm, silk moth, cocoon of the silk moth, which is made up of a protein. And once this caterpillar or this moth leaves this, once this adult moth leaves this cocoon, we collect these cocoon and obtain fiber, silk fiber from these. And how do we obtain these silk fibers? By the method of reeling. We collect a pile of cocoons of the silk moths, okay? We collect these cocoons and we put it into a water tank which contains boiling water. And because of this heat, silk fiber separates from these cocoons. And this process of separating the silk fiber from the cocoon of the silkworm is known as reeling. So guys, mostly students get confused between rearing and reeling. So guys, these are both completely different things. I'll just explain it to you once again. Rearing and reeling. Rearing means to take care of silk moth to obtain silk fiber. Then reeling means just separation of the silk fiber from the cocoons of the silkworm. Is that clear guys? I hope the processing of silk is also clear to all of you. So guys, this is all about silk. I hope the concept is really clear to you. Thank you so much for your attention.